y'all, it's me, Alex. Today I have a little first impressions get ready with me featuring the Midas Cosmetics and Drench Cosmetics collaboration Genesis palette. This is what it looks like. This is the eye look that I created with it. Y'all will hear my thoughts at the end, but I really like this. I also, when I ordered that, I ordered it from the Midas website, and I got the Noon face palette from their Dusk to Dawn collection, which was a collaboration with Neon MUA, and that happened last summer, and I just kind of put off buying it for a long time just because I don't buy a lot of face products, generally speaking, but I decided to get it, and that is what I'm using on my face today, so you'll hear all of my thoughts on that too. The Noon palette is the second lightest, and this is what it looks like on the inside, and this is what it looks like on my face. So if you would like to see me applying all of this, just getting ready, you know, creating this very bisexual eye look, you know, let's just get into the video. Okay, so my brows are done already. I do need to actually like pluck my brows sometime soon, but that's a thing for another day. I use the Jupiter Jungle palette. I use the like kind of tealy gray shade from there. I am getting my hair done today because I know that this is not my greatest look, but I haven't had a professional haircut in over a year, and so today is going to be my first pro haircut. So I'm priming my eyes with my NYX HD eyeshadow primer like I always do. I'm kind of feeling like today's look is going to be a variation. Don't need to show you all the mess on that side of my room today. But I feel like today's look is going to be a variation on like the black smoky eye that I really like to do, because that's kind of what I'm feeling right now. So I kind of want to do that with like a little bit of a bluey purple twist. So I'm going to begin with the shade Excellent, and I'm taking that on the Elf & Jay Kissa J3 brush, and that is going to be my transition shade. This is obviously out of the Midas Cosmetics and Drench Cosmetics Genesis palette. I am so fucking excited for this. Oh, that's a beautiful Barney ass looking purple shade. Beautiful, stunning, amazing, gorgeous. Love it. Love it. That pigmentation, super good. I love it. So I'm gonna do that on the other eye, obviously. And I think I'm gonna use the matte black, and there's like one shade that's like kind of shifty, and I think I'm gonna do that in like the center of sort of a halo eye type look. So I am now going to take I'm gonna take Blueprint, which is, it's a black shade. So I'm going to use the Elf & Jay Kissa J4 brush, and I'm going to begin that on the outer portion of my eye, and then also do it on the inner portion. That way I can kind of form a nice little halo eye effect and just connect the two in the middle. Yeah, so there's also a little bit of fallout around my eyes. That's fine. That's why I don't do my face first, because I'm a child who gets eyeshadow literally everywhere when I use it, but that's fine. This is also a very lovely matte black. I have used matte blacks in all of my Drench palettes because I have this one, and then the Jupiter Jungle and the Cosmic Oasis palette. And all of them are really good matte black shades. Oh yeah, this is a beautiful look. Beautiful, love it. So I'm just going to take the first brush to blend this portion, because I know on this eye I got a little bit darker than I anticipated, but that's okay. So I want to use the standard in the center of my eyes, and I'm kind of debating on whether I want to use a glitter glue or not. I think I'm just gonna use my finger because my e.l.f. glitter glue is so old and so like impossible to squeeze out of the little squeezy tube. So I don't think that that would be the most effective thing for me to do. So I'm just gonna use my finger and get the standard out. And I can't wait to get that cut today. That is a beautiful shade. Okay. Yes. That's such a lovely shade. This is so smooth, so lovely. I'm kind of blending it into the mattes, honestly. I'm just gonna take a little bit more of Blueprint and use that on the corners to blend that out a little bit, but That is a lovely shade. Normally with a look like this, I would just continue what's on my crease on the lower lash line, but I'm very attracted to some of the other blues in this palette. So I am going to use Captivating here on like this little fluffy-ish brush, like the sort of brush that I like to use on my lower lash line. And I'm gonna do that till about here. We're gonna see how that goes. Oh yeah, that's a really pretty blue shade. I think my next look with this is going to be just like an all blue look. Oh yes. I feel really pretty. This is such a good self-esteem boost. I've been having like a rough week, so this has been super nice. So now I'm gonna take Unbothered here, and I'm using this brush from the Melt and Beetlejuice collection, and I'm just gonna put that on like the rest of my lower lash line. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. I love these sorts of bluey tones too. Like the shimmery Unbothered shade really reminds me of Chaos from Urban Decay, which is one of my favorite like tones of blue. I know Chaos is a matte. And then I'm just gonna take the same brush and just blend the outer corners like a little bit, you know, just to give some semblance. This is also a very bisexual looking eye, which we're staying on brand here, so ain't no lie, baby, bye-bye. I just want to use Ambitious here on my inner corner. Oh yeah, I love this eye look. I love these shadows. They are performing just so nicely. Okay, because I do want like a little bit of oomph on my waterline, I'm just gonna take this Onyx liner from Melt Cosmetics, and I'm just going to take that on an Elf & Jake Kissa J6 and place that in my waterline. Like, I know that doesn't do too much, but I don't know. I think like it adds to something. My nose is like sniffly. Like, I'm so glad the weather is nice, but also fuck allergy season. That is super, super nice. Okay, so now it is lashy curly time. That's a thing I just said on the internet. Okay, and I got the Urban Decay Perversion mascara in the mail. I made a little Ulta order because my Melt mascara was getting crusty. So I just got the little mini because, let's be honest, am I ever going to use a full-size mascara up in time? No, I'm not. But I feel like this is a good mascara, you know? Like, it's one of the better formulas that I've tried, and I feel like I can wear a lot of mascaras, but because like my lashes are pretty thick, so I don't think I need a lot of help, but I feel like this is one of the better formulas that I've tried because it's nice and like it does a job, you know, y'all can kind of see what that does, but like it does a job. It makes my lashes look nice. It's a wetter formula, so it's not like clumpy, it's not like flaky or anything like that. I know some people kind of prefer a drier formula, but that's simply not for me. Yeah, eyes are done. This looks super cute. I love it. I love this. So now I'm going to go in with my NYX Bear With Me Tinted Skin Veil to provide a little base. And then I am going to use the Noon Face Palette from the Midas Cosmetics collaboration with Neon MUA. You know what? You can just like look into, since I'm using my phone, and I kind of have been because my computer's been a little fucky recently, so I don't want to have to use it as a monitor while I'm filming, which is what I do when I use my DSLR camera. I've just been using my phone, but at least this kind of gives me a little bit of a monitor. That's gorgeous. I love what this does to my skin. This is such an easy little product. It looks so good. Okay. We have the Noon palette from the Midas Cosmetics and Neon MUA. That is the second lightest of the palettes. These were released like last summer. This is from the Dusk to Dawn collection. So this is what it looks like. I'm really excited because I've been wanting to try one of these for a while, but I just kind of never got around to it because face products generally aren't like at the top of my list of things to get. It's not that I think that this was going to be bad, because I think it's going to be great, but it's simply that like generally in my life I'm kind of like, okay, I have a bronzer and a highlighter. I don't need much else. Like, you know, eyeshadow palettes and stuff are the ones that like, ooh, that's what I'll get. So I also just haven't had a powder contour in a while, and I can't find the brush that I would normally use when I used to do a powder contour on my face. So we're gonna see how that goes, but I'm going to use my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, which is what I use for a cream contour. I wanna give this a shot on its own before I try like it in combination with my regular cream contour. So I'm just going to take that shade right here. I'm just gonna use that to kind of, oh, it's pigmented. Oh, that. Hello, contour, my old friend. I haven't powder contoured in years. Oh, this side looks even better because I didn't know how much I would need on this side. So I was like, let me dig into this. Let me destroy this product on my first try. I have problems. Yeah, that looks pretty nice. I think I'm definitely gonna have to blend it in with the bronzer, but I think that's kind of, you know, how that works. Let me just give it a little bit on either side of the nose just to kind of see what would happen, because I, like, when I took my stage makeup class in college, they're always like, contour your nose. And I'm always like, but I'm fine. My nose is fine. It doesn't need contouring. But like on stage, you want it to like show up and not have your face super flat. Besides, if this doesn't work out, like, I'm gonna be wearing a mask today when I go get my hair cut. So now it is bronzer time. So I'm gonna use a bronzer shade, which basically looks like the contour, but more warm, which is what one would expect from a bronzer. So I'm gonna use my e.l.f. blush brush that I need to fix, but that's okay. Okay, I'm looking pretty good. Let me do it a little bit, a little more pigmented than I anticipated, but, you know, warm up my face a little bit since it is now outdoors time. So, okay, I don't think that looks too bad. It's a little bit more intense because I'm generally used to using less pigmented face products because, I don't know, I don't feel as like confident in my like face skills as I do like my eyes. So I always find that I lean more towards like subtler things, but that's okay. I think that this is probably just like okay, I just need to learn how to work with this a little bit more because it is, I think it's just that it's pigmented and that's not a bad thing. So I'm gonna use the highlight shade now because I always like to do the highlight before the blush. That way the blush can kind of, you know, marry everything together, you know? Okay. That's like nice. I like that texture of the highlight. I think that this one might definitely be a little bit more of a summer shade, you know, but I think that it definitely shows up pretty well. And that was my thing too. I was kind of trying to figure out between the Dawn and Noon palette, which one I would get, because I feel like a lot of times with face palettes, I'm kind of right in between, but I was leaning more towards this one because I like the blush better. The one in the Dawn palette is like, I mean, this is still a pink blush, but it was a lot pinkier and I would prefer a blush like this on myself. And I think the rest, like in terms of the shades of the bronzer and contour, I think work better for my face. So I wasn't quite sure about the highlight because I wasn't sure like how light it was, but I think that it looks pretty good. It looks like nice and natural. And I think, you know, as I'm able to go outside more and like get a little bit more tan, it'll show up even better on my skin. So I think that this is a highlight that can take me from pale winter Alex to like fun tan summer Alex, you know? Cause like there's enough of a shade difference in there when I go outside enough that I do need to like occasionally get more blush shades. Or not blush shades, foundation shades. when I would wear foundation. Okay, blush time. I'm still a little bit nervous about the blush because this is still pinker than what I would normally go for, but we're gonna see. Okay, I don't know how much of a difference you can tell between the two sides because also I wear tinted moisturizer and all of my redness is like right here, right there on my face. So I think a blush like this will look more natural with that. I think that kind of works to my favor in this sort of situation. But oh, that marries everything together really nice. I thought that the blush was probably the thing that I would like the least out of this palette, but it's nice and subtle. Like it kind of just gives me a bit of a natural flush, which normally I go for more like nudie brownie type blushes just so I can lean a little bit more on the tan side than the red side. But I think that this shade of blush, let me put a little bit more on. Ooh, yeah, I feel cute. This is nice. Okay, so I got a little Ulta order. I got a sample of the Wet Cherry Gloss from Lime Crime. And I've never tried this before, but I was gonna do like a really bold lip, but I was gonna do like a black lipstick with this, which would look really cute, but I'm wearing a mask today and I don't want to wear like a liquid lipstick under my mask today because right now my lips have also been like really on the chapped sides. Probably when I go out, I'm gonna get a better like lip balm or something. I don't know why. Once again, I think with the seasons changing, it's just been messing with me. So I'm gonna try this Wet Cherry Gloss from Lime Crime in Extra Poppin'. It's very small. And I'm kind of worried that it's gonna be one of those like, you know, like burn your lips sort of lip glosses, but we'll see, you know. Oh, that smells really nice. Actually, it smells like my Brujita Skincare Cherry AHA mask. That looks really nice on my lips too. Normally, I feel like clear glosses don't show up super well. Like they'll show on top of other things I feel like put on my natural lips. I feel like it's a little subtle, but I feel this is nice. And I feel like a little bit tingly, but that might be from just like dry lips, you know, and when you put a gloss on top and it's just like, oh, a liquid, fucking finally. So now I'm gonna just spray my face with the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. And yeah, that's a finished look. I love how this turned out. My first impressions on all of this is that the palettes are fantastic. I wasn't expecting anything less because I have had eyeshadows from both Midas Cosmetics and Drench Cosmetics before, and I feel like both of their formulas are really, really lovely. I feel like they work really well on my skin. I love the color story that comes with this palette, like all of the blues and purples with a hint of like warm tones, because when I do go for neutrals, like these sorts of neutrals are the ones that I go for. So I feel like there's a nice little combination in there. I feel like there's a lot of looks that I can get out of this. I can't stop looking at my eyes in the phone. Yeah, I feel like this is super, super pretty. I like how everything performed. I would love to see how the shimmers perform if I were to do like a cut crease type situation with some glitter glue. Might see if I can get some glitter glue while I'm out today too, see what happens. So with this, I'm overall really, really impressed. The Noon Face palette, I like how my face looks when I'm using this. I think for me, it definitely is a little bit of a learning curve because this is more pigmented than the products that I normally use on my face. I think that is a great thing for this. I'm just simply not quite as used to, you know, really, I haven't contoured my face with a powder since I stopped using my like Kat Von D Shade and Light contour palette when she decided to just be a piece of shit. So I haven't powder contoured my face in a very long time. So I really wasn't used to it, but it looks really nice. So I'm gonna have to play with it a little bit more. I like all of the shades in it. I feel like the shades in this palette work really, really well on my skin. And I think it's something that I can use both in the winter and in the summer, kind of like as I get more tan or more pale throughout the year. So I think that this is going to be really versatile in that regard. And I'm really impressed with that blush because I kind of expected to not like the blush because I'm not a pinky blush person. but I feel like that gives me just like a natural sort of flush to my face. Yeah, they did good. They did good. Okay, so that's my first impressions on everything. Thank you so much for watching. If you've got this far, or if you got to any point in the video, thank you for watching. It helps a lot. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below if you want to see more videos from me. And I will see y'all in my next one. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Bye.